weather.
Good morning, every BODY body. Jeff Roper in here. We're tracking some showers this morning. We've got snows that are pushing there between Victor and Swan Valley and the Palisades, up in them there hills. You get up toward Newdale, and yeah, maybe a little gloss over shower. Ashton is wet this morning. Spencer and Island Park with some edgy snow and rain. And then we get over toward Mackey on 93 and Arco. You had some rough weather there yesterday, as did Haley and Bellevue, and you got snow this morning. Those are flood warnings. We're going to keep all of those intact. And as you cruise along 86, we saw a thunderstorm there yesterday afternoon by the time we got done with the noon news. All these green areas that are very bright, those are the flood warnings. And I'll go ahead and tell you, we're going to put some more water in there. Flood advisories, aerial flood advisories and flood warnings out. Lincoln County, Wyoming's now under a flood advisory, and this is going to go all the way into Sunday. Now you look back to the west, and this is where we've got some more torrential rains and pushing some thunderstorm activity. And even mixed in there, you'll see here is some of that wintry mix as you head toward Dixie. All right, so we've got more rounds of showers. They're all circling the area like vultures at a newsroom picnic. Everybody wants something to eat, including these boogers. This is in Island Park. Appreciate my friends up there sending me some critter cam video. The bears are out. This grizzly showed up for Din Din last night about 9:15 during the Fox News at 9. Yeah, it's not a dude in a bear suit, okay? It's the real thing. Make sure everything is safe in your garbage cans, and let's don't make a habit of coming to visit. A look at the brightening sky that we have here. We got a break this morning from some of that torrential weather that put some gustnadoes and some really hefty winds around here, over 50 miles an hour into Atomic City, 45-mile-an-hour gust into Fort Hall. Aberdeen was knocking trees over last night. You're going to need a jacket this morning. First bell to be 47. And if you're thinking about doing a senior prank, high school kids, you better knock it off. It goes on your college entrance. Don't be messing around. Don't mess this up for mom and dad. They want you out of the house. 58 and overcast for the afternoon with more showers and storms. This is the funnel cloud of which we were speaking earlier, that gustnado. Downdrafts from thunderstorms, quick moving storms push through. That hot air has nowhere to go, and those winds come down, and it just creates a vacuum effect. So just know that there may be the possibility of that. This is what I was talking about, the trees coming down. Thank you, Carol, for sending us this. Yeah, no fun when the plants come unrooted. And those are big plants. They're called trees. And with all the saturation around streams and creeks, yeah, the roots just let go. It will be raining this weekend, off and on, with over a 50% chance of it. The weekend outlook cools things down even further. It's only going to be in the 50s for the afternoon in Idaho Falls, Saturday and Sunday. Pocatello will be in the upper 50s, center 60. It's a great weekend to go see a movie or to go shopping somewhere, or just hunker down and enjoy local News 8, or maybe rent my movie, The Margarita Man, just in time for Cinco de Mayo. The silver screen debut is tonight in San Antonio, believe it or not. And that's the movie that I'm in with Barry Corbin from Northern Exposure and Danny Trejo, you know, Machete. Yeah. And my kids go, "It's not your movie, Daddy." I said, "Well, I'm in it. And without me, it doesn't make any sense." So just you rent it, watch it. Come over to my place. We can watch it together. We've got thunderstorms into the western part of Idaho, and flood watches remain in effect. So some morning showers into Island Park and Du Bois, and temperatures are in the 30s and 40s to begin with. It's going to be a lousy weekend. Look at the Teton Pass with snows and overcast conditions and some fog. Everybody's jumping to get into Yellowstone right now, including that bear, right? It is wet out there on 20, and so we'll see more of these showers, and you see some of the heavier clouds this morning along US 20 over Yukon. We're tracking more of those, and they'll mix with snows into the higher elevations. This is just going to be a drip dry weekend, some gusty winds, maybe some date night showers on into Saturday with some snows into western Wyoming and the hills around here. Things are going to be brisk with the winds going 20 plus miles an hour, and again, we saw gusts of over 50 yesterday into portions portions of Atomic City out near Arco and Howell, just like I told you, with those thunderstorms that ripped through American Falls and were twisting away. Yep, you may see some funnel clouds, and that's why it's important that you download our weather app with temps in the upper 40s to low 50s to mid 50s into some areas, closer to 60 in Salmon. It's going to be a downer of a weekend. So keep it here, download the weather app, track the storms with us, take a look at the 8-day extension with things cooling down and becoming even more sopping wet with rounds of showers pushing through. It will not feel like it's supposed to in May. It should be in the mid 60s, but it will be sloppy and thunderous at times. Things are going to be in the 30s overnight into Salmon. We'll head toward the 20s overnight in Jackson. Say what? It'll be 49 degrees tomorrow in Jackson Hole, 61 in Pocatello, and then down to 42 tonight. And in Idaho Falls and Rigby, where, yes, Rigby High School, you can rent a wrestler to move furniture. Did you know this? They're doing that as a fundraiser. Great idea. I've got a car I'd like for you to flip. It'll be down to 40 tonight, and we'll be in the upper 50s for the weekend. The question of the day, you tell us.